Notwithstanding inflationary pressures and recruitment difficulties, St. Lucia's business community maintains an optimistic outlook according to the latest quarterly business performance survey released by the Chamber of Commerce, Industry and Agriculture. The survey, covering the third quarter of 2024, reveals that businesses are continuing investment plans and maintaining workforce levels, with nearly a quarter reporting growth. Chamber Executive Director Brian Louisi highlighted the increased participation rate as a significant improvement in measuring the economic climate.
The business performance survey that reviewed the third quarter of 2024 was released after we had a very significant increase in the number of respondents. So we are up to about 35% in terms of response rate across the chamber, and we're very pleased about that. And the survey continues to show that there is good optimism in the economy. Business people are not reducing their investment plans. They're continuing to hire. Workforce sizes remain stable. 24% reported increase. And we're seeing additional positive trends continue, as I said, with investment. And so we are very happy to present that report because it really gives a sense as to what's happening in the economy.
The report indicates substantial revenue growth, with half of respondents reporting increased sales compared to the same period last year. Notably, cash flow improvements remain stable for 34% of businesses surveyed. However, challenges persist. Rising costs remain a significant concern, with 44% of businesses expecting to increase prices for goods and services in the near future. The health and security levy continues to impact business costs, though the minimum wage implementation has affected only 20% of respondents.
We could safely say that whilst there have been a few firms, a number of our members in particular, a small number have been impacted by the minimum wage. The vast majority of firms have not been affected, reflecting generally that they were previously paying above the minimum wage. And so I think these surveys give us an insight into the business community, and we're now looking at the trends over the last few surveys to see what they are saying in terms of outlook on the economy, performance of profits, performance of cash flow, to see what direction they're going, because that gives a signal to investors as to the climate in the economy for business.
Beyond the survey findings, the Chamber is advocating for improvements to port efficiency, identifying it as a critical bottleneck affecting the island's economy. With over 90% of goods entering through ports, inefficiencies act as an effective tax on business operations and contribute to rising consumer prices.
90+% of all goods come through the ports. And if the ports are not working efficiently enough, that is like a tax on the economy. We complain about rising prices. We complain about supply side issues. That is outside St. Lucia. But when people have not received their goods which they brought in for Christmas, and we're in February, that is a serious problem. When there's no space on the port, and you have traffic, you have trucks parked on the sidewalk, action was taken then, but that is a sign that not only the port needs a little more space, but there's need for better management and organization so that the port can be more efficient. So that is one of the burning issues that members are complaining about incessantly. We have seen some steps, but sometimes it seems that you take 3 steps forward and 2 steps back.
The Chamber is also focused on workforce development, currently hosting sales training programs and planning workshops on labor legislation to support member businesses in navigating employment regulations while maintaining good labor relations. The next business performance survey is expected to be distributed to Chamber members this week, with hopes for an increased response rate of at least 50%. Joachim Duplessis, HDS News Force.